Legacy Radio Gaming back with some more Le Mans Ultimate. Today we're going to talk about easy, quick, beginner tips to help improve your experience in the game and get better lap times. So I'm not an expert. I'd say I'm not even an amateur. I'm probably a novice, but someone who's getting better at the game and just gotten into it. These are the things I have found myself that have helped me improve online and have a better experience online. So let me walk you through them now. So first of all, you're going to want to take off all of your assists. You don't want braking help, stability control, any of this stuff on, because you're going to develop bad habits. So take all of that off as soon as possible. Tip number 1. Second tip, practice against the artificial intelligence in this game that they give you in single player. It's good. It's not bad at all. It's decent to practice against, and you can get a lot of experience doing the things that you're going to need to do online and do well in order to have a good experience and to not just get frustrated and mad and angry within your first few races. So, first of all, this is a really common beginner mistake. Always make sure you don't have a full fuel tank. So we're only qualifying for 9 minutes. I usually give myself 3 to 4 laps of fuel for qualifying. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go through this qualify lap quickly here. So first off, get on manual transmission as soon as possible. It's going to help you with better gear control, holding gears, gearing down to control your like car slowing down rather than just utilizing the brakes. You will have a much more intimate control over your car and the ability to control it if you can get on manual transmission. Practice your braking distance. Use gears to slow down in corners. And in corners like this, allow the car's momentum to rock you through the second aspect of the corner. When you feel the momentum shift, use it and put all that inertia and pressure on the outside tires, and they're going to dig in through that corner. When you enter a corner, you want to begin your brake and then slowly let off the brake as you're going through the corner. This is called tail braking. By no means am I the fastest, but these are tips, tricks, things I've begun to work on and improve that have helped me as a new player get faster. So again, as we enter the corner, we make sure we're on the opposite side. We carry through the corner and then allow the shift of momentum, rock the car through the second half of the corner. And again, in some places like this, you might feel like you should shift down. Pay attention to your speed. See what's quicker. Is it better to be in third? Is it better to be in fourth? Do I have a better exit out of the corner in third or fourth? When I get to the end of the straightaway, if I exited that corner in third, is it going to be easier for me to hit fifth or sixth? All that kind of stuff you need to determine and figure out. So now we're going to go ahead and get right to the race. All right, so the best way to do this foolproof online, start with your speed limiter on. If you need to catch up, pop it off for a second, turn it back on. Flick it on and off, see? On, off. Catch up, off. Catch up, off. Stay away from that red wall. This is not as important, but this is always good to practice here too. You want to get your rhythm and distance management staying right off the guy. So what it is if we come up to the spot where it says hold speed, and if we have crossed his red line at any point, we're going to get a speeding penalty. See, we're holding speed. We're right off his bumper.
Green flag.
No penalty. So that's what you want to practice. The better you get at it, you'll never have issues with online. So when we're following cars at high speed like this, we need to be able to keep our distance close enough that we can overtake them if there's an opportunity, but we also need to use our head and make sure we're not staring directly at the guy ahead of us We need to be scanning ahead and making sure we're watching a couple car lengths ahead. And we also need to make sure we're coming off of the gas a little earlier so that when he's stopping, we can roll up, gear down, get a little closer to him, and maintain that distance. Unless you're about to overtake the guy, there is no point to be rubbing his bumper. It's only going to make the situation more dangerous for you as a new player. An important skill to practice and fine-tune in offline mode is overtaking safely. Get used to your radar distance, how far away you have, your car's size from door to door, trunk to hood, and get used to those distances and how they correlate to the radar and the color variance of the radar, depending on how close in proximity you are to the cars around you. When you are overtaking someone, you always want to make sure you're doing it clean. If you tap them, there's incidental contact. It's not a big deal. If you're the person on the other end of incidental contact, don't take it personally and think you've got to seek out revenge on the guy. It doesn't help anyone. As you see here, there was some incidental contact there. It was no one's fault. Whoever has the dominant line is going to be the one that's going to get through the corner, and the other person is going to have to passively back off to get in. Whenever you're overtaking or driving aggressively, do whatever you can to get yourself back in and on that line to either defend your spot or overtake and push the guy back. Here's a quick example of what I mean. As you see, I go around to pass this Aston Martin. I'm on the line. He is not. I get to the corner before him, and I'm through, and he has to passively back off in order to make the corner properly. So here's the AI settings we used for the event you just saw. This is a really good place to start and just incrementally increase these as you get better and better. This is going to give you a really good place to start, though, in terms of working on passing and overtaking people safely, driving in close proximity, keeping distance and not crashing into people, but also maintaining a close enough range that you can overtake them when the opportunity presents itself. So again, this is a good place to start, but tweak it accordingly. All right, so I quickly booted back into a race here to give you guys the final, and in my opinion, the most important tip in order to improve your ability to drive faster on the track with the assists turned off. So remember, we have stability control off, we have anti-lock brake assist turned off. So how can we make it easier to not lock up our brakes? So what we do is when we are in fixed GTE, the only thing we can change is this starting fuel. We can't change any of this, but we can also go into here. So when you go into here, go to wheels and brakes. It's going to give you your brake bias and your max pedal force. Now I'm on, obviously we're not in fixed GTE online, so all these other things are highlighted, but you can't adjust these in fixed GTE online. Only these two things you can adjust. So if you have no anti-lock brake assist on, you're going to lock your car up a lot of the time. I'm on pedals with the Logitech G923, but this is going to work on a controller as well with your triggers. So what you want to do is you want to knock your max pedal force down so it's harder to lock the car up. So for the Porsche, I'm using 74% max pedal force. So I don't have to be too concerned about accidentally hitting the brake a little too hard and locking the car up and it skidding out. You're almost at the range where you can't apply enough pedal force to lock the car up. And I'm not going to give you guys specific numbers for each car, but I'm going to tell you this is where you want to look to really help improve your time and ability to keep the car on the road, slow it down, dive corners a little harder, without locking the car up when you turn your assists off. Anyways, that's it. Hope you guys liked the video. If you have any suggestions to add, more experienced, better drivers than me, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. Everyone else, let me know if this video has helped you. Are you enjoying Le Mans Ultimate? I'd love to hear your thoughts below, everyone. Take care. And if you like the video and you want to support the channel, again, please subscribe. It helps us out so much. And I will see you guys on the track. Peace.